Gilbert with Coach Rick Nault right after the tough loss. Ricky, I have to say, for a while, it looked like you're going to be like a lot of other foes, maybe run out of the gym, but that's not Central style. That's not your style. You fought to the end, and to be honest with you, it looked like you guys might pull this out.
At the 3-minute mark, we're down 2 points, one possession. There was a timeout, and I said to my guys, we're right where we want to be. And we just exchanged baskets, it seemed like, for 2 straight minutes. And every time when we just needed that stop to either go ahead or to tie it up, we couldn't do it. And their size and their athleticism hurt us down the stretch when Aaron Hall fouled out, and we had to go small and put the 4 guards. I was never concerned about us giving up. We haven't given up all year long, and during this tournament run, we played some phenomenal teams, and it seems like we were always behind certain points, and never gave up on any of those stretches.
You could argue this is one of the best high school teams we've seen around here in a few years.
In a long time. We were pretty good in 2008 and 2010. They're probably just as good, if not better. They're so well coached, and again, what separates them is not their athleticism, because there are other athletic teams, not their speed or how they defend, but just the constant pressure on the offensive end that they kind of go at you, and then what they do in their quarter-court defense, it's just they play at a different level in the quarter-court defense.
What a march for Nick Cambia, and it's been. You ramped it up and argued up. You wouldn't be here, obviously, for several other players stepping up, but he was an elite player several games, most of his career, but really lately when you needed him most.
He's a special kid. He's been a leader all year in practice, and what he's done this tournament, I think, is obviously taking this game to another level. But it's things we've seen for a long time now. I'm just hoping at some point some of these Division II schools will start to recognize what he's done and how he's played and the level he's playing at. Because right now he's playing at an extremely high level, and what he did tonight with 27 points against that team, it was magnificent.
If you've seen basketball in the Merrimack Valley, whether you're Central or you watch Central and don't like Central, and you see Tyler Nelson shooting the ball at 9 seconds left, there's a lot of heartbreak out there. That front rim, back rim, it looked like a typical one. It didn't go in. You've seen Tyler. Obviously, you could argue one of the all-time greats. It's Central Catholic in the Merrimack Valley.
No question, one of the all-time greats. And I've had some good ones. And I've had kids go to the ECC. I've had all the scholarship players. He's probably better than all of them. I had Carson DeRozas. People can argue that, and I can argue that. But Tyler Nelson is a big game player. I take that shot 100 times out of 100. Just how we drew it up. He's probably most open look of the night. Just didn't go down. But I said to Tyler in the locker room, we're not here if it wasn't for him. If he doesn't go, crazy in the end over the game and late in that fourth quarter and doesn't play the game he did against Captain World, we're not here. And I know he's feeling down about himself right now. I can't say how proud I am of that young man in terms of how he's carried us, the way he's carried himself. Every game, double team, blocks and one, constant pressure. And he's always the best player on the floor, always making the right play. And my heart hurts for that kid right now in the locker room.
At one point 3-3, and now you were 10 seconds away from being the best team in the state. What did you learn about your season, your team, coaching? Because it was a different kind of year.
It was a challenging year at times, just on an emotional level, because this group is young in a lot of ways. And I wasn't, at times I wasn't comfortable with leadership and not just about Nick or Tyler, but just the other seniors and the other older players, the returning players. And I wasn't so experienced with freshmen having to play so much as Kevin Fernandez did, and sophomore, and A.J. Petway and Al Baresh. And I needed to adjust, and I had a hard time with that. And there was some challenges. What I learned is you can never give up on a group. And I know how we practice, and I know how we go about things, and I know that group has always bought in, and I knew come big games, I knew they would be ready to play. And that's what's special about those kids in the locker room. I told them that. I said, you walk out of here with your head held up high, you play the best team in the last 2 years in the state, and you play into one possession with a chance to tie it up and go overtime. They have nothing to be ashamed about. I understand they're hurt, but they should be incredibly proud.
Congratulations on a great year. A lot of fun.
All right, thanks.